My parents said I didn't need anything special and should save it for my brother, so when their golden child needed help, what I did caught everyone off guard. I was standing in our kitchen holding a flyer I'd printed at the library. It was for a small Italian place with a discount menu. I thought maybe, just this once, they'd be excited about my birthday. My dad didn't even look up from his newspaper. You don't need anything fancy. Save that for your brother's big day. Tyler got the graduation party, the new car, the college send-off weekend. I took a bus alone with a secondhand duffel bag. After college, I didn't go home. I found a tiny studio apartment. Meanwhile, Tyler moved back into his childhood bedroom, which my parents converted into a man cave with a flat screen and recliner. By 25, I was working in commercial real estate, closing deals nobody thought were worth the risk. I bought neglected properties everyone else overlooked. I called them my ghost houses. Quiet, undervalued, full of potential, if someone just took the time. They reminded me of myself. By 27, I had a portfolio worth more than my parents' house, but I never told them. Then came the phone call. "Drew, honey," my mom said in that syrupy voice she saves for guilt trips, "can you come by this weekend? We need to talk about something." I knew what something meant. It meant Tyler. I drove down that Saturday. Same faded shutters, same squeaky screen door, same photos of Tyler's graduation on the mantle. They sat me down like it was a performance review. Tyler made some risky investments, my dad started, and his job let him go. Unfairly, of course. He just needs a little help getting back on track, my mom added. A loan, $40,000. I actually laughed. "You're joking. We wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. You're doing so well, Drew, and Tyler's struggling." And when I was struggling, I asked, "Where were you?" My dad frowned. "This isn't about the past. The past is exactly what this is about." I left without giving them an answer, but I started digging. Turns out Tyler had borrowed money from sketchy private lenders for some failed startup called Hypernova Strategies. Blew through his severance, maxed out credit cards, then convinced my parents to co-sign a loan using their house as collateral. Now the lenders were circling. Foreclosure was 6 months away. And here's the part that really got me. While all this was happening, Tyler got married. Nice ceremony, I heard. I wouldn't know. My name wasn't on the guest list. I found out about the wedding from my cousin. Wait, you didn't know? No, I didn't. That was rock bottom. Not the money, not the favoritism, the confirmation that I wasn't family, not in any way that mattered. 2 months later, my dad left a voicemail, voice shaking. "They came to the house today, left a notice. Drew, please, we don't know what to do." I let them sit in it for a week, let them feel what I'd felt for years. Powerless, invisible, out of options. Then I called my dad and gave him an address, my new office downtown, glass walls, conference room, the whole setup. When he walked in, he looked smaller somehow, older, like life had finally worn down his certainty. "You own this?" he asked, looking around, among other things. He sat down heavily. "We're in trouble, Drew. The lender's been showing up. Your mom's a wreck. We need help." I nodded. "I can help, but there's one condition. Anything. You sign over the house. I'll pay off the mortgage, clear the debt, but the deed becomes mine." He stared at me like I'd slapped him. "You'd take our home? I'd save it from foreclosure. You can stay rent-free as long as you want, but legally, it's mine." "Why would you?" "Because I'm done being the fallback. If I'm going to save this family from a mess I didn't create, I want it to mean something." He didn't speak for a long time. Finally, he said, "You've changed." I smiled. "No, you just never noticed who I really was." The papers were signed on a Tuesday. My mom wouldn't meet my eyes. My dad barely said a word. Tyler found out a week later. Showed up at my office, furious. "You bought their house? What, you're kicking them out?" "No," I said calmly. "I let them stay, rent-free. I wanted them to see what grace looks like when it's real." He stormed out without another word.